Good morning, everybody. So I am back. I have been very, very sick. So I've got someone staying with me at the moment and they brought COVID into the house. So I'm feeling a lot better, but still a bit stuffed up. Anyway, so I kept myself busy doing a few things. You see outside I was burning some rubbish when I was feeling better. First time I've used the incinerator. So I've been making this scarf. I can't get it all in this frame, and I wanted to measure the length of it because I'm calling it Sam's scarf. She calls it the cravat scarf, and this is Sam by Hooks and by Needles. And she made up this, I think she made up this design, but this is where I saw it. So I think she said about 39 inches in the length, and I think I'm right at 39, but on the start of it, I'll show you the pattern I'm doing later, but on the start of it, I started with just a few rows of garter stitch. So I'll finish with that, and I'll show you the yarn that I'm using. So this is something to keep me warm, but it's a bit different to a normal scarf. So let's just go up to the table and you'll be able to see what I'm doing. You know, sometimes I think there's something seriously wrong with me because I just spent 10 minutes searching for my phone after I got my knitting up onto the desk here, and my phone was in my tripod. I mean, seriously, come on. Do you have days like that? Okay, so I showed this the other day. This side of the pattern has rib. This is a beautiful soft yarn. I absolutely love it. And this side is the little bumps for pearls, but it's a bit different. So I'll show you this in case you haven't watched my other video. This is called the sand stitch, and it looks like this. So it's rib one side and pearl the other, but it comes out looking really pretty. So this is just one of my samples. So I have a whole lot of tutorials for different stitches for knitting and crochet in my different playlists. So this is a special kind of scarf. It's a bit different. So this end I just did a few rows of garter stitch just for something different. So I'm ready to do the garter stitch at the end on this end, and garter stitches every row knit. So I love this yarn. So I'll have to show you how it finishes off. So I'm going to call it Sam's scarf, but I wanted something a bit different to wear that wasn't so big and bulky. I went out for dinner the other night and I wore my great big bulky garter stitch scarf, and it was lovely. But if you're going out to eat and you don't want to take it off, if you're having a nighttime walk, or even if your house is cold like mine during the day, you can hear my needles hitting my desk. Sorry about that. I want a smaller scarf, and I do have the crocheted cows or neck warmers. I have those as well and I love them, but I thought this would be a bit different. So I'm just going to do my few rows of garter stitch, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do to finish it off. So I took a few minutes to hang out some washing and put another load on. So I've weaved in my ends, except for this one that I left really long to sew up with. So what I'm doing now is I turn it over about 5 or 6 inches, and I'm going to sew it down. And you can see 2 patterns this side, but you only see one that side. Or shall I sew it this way so you see those 2 and only see one that side? I can't decide. Which way would you do it? Because it doesn't really matter. No one's going to look that close when I'm wearing it. I say that all the time. Don't worry about being perfect. No one's going to worry when you're wearing it how perfect it is. They're not going to run up with their eyes right up to your garment and tell you it's wrong. So I should take my own advice and not worry so much. So I'm just going to, about that long, and I'm just going to sit here, and I'm just going to thread up my trusty little needle here, and I'm going to, making sure I stay along the line, I'm going to sew up this onto here, just on one end. So let's just take the poncho off my model. So I hope this looks right. So here's the finished scarf, and it has the little piece that I've sewn together. We'll put it round this way, and you poke one end in, and that way you've got a scarf and you can pull it up nice and tight around your neck, like the crochet cows are nice and tight. And you can wear it all day. You can wear it while you're eating, washing dishes. You can do anything you like with it. I think it looks really lovely. You could have it to the side. You could have it right around the back so you can't see it at all. You can style it any way you like, right down the middle. They do remind me of my dad wearing a cravat. I think, was it in the 80s or the 70s? I can't remember. But I think it looks nice just off to the side a little bit. And if I had it the other way, you can see both. But if I had it turned round so that you can see the change in pattern, yeah, I probably don't like it where you can see the change in pattern. So this side, the way I've got it, you can see all the rib stitch. I really like that. So there are Sam's scarf, I call it, and she calls it the cravat scarf, and that's by hook or by needles by Sam. So I'm going to hang out some more washing. It is a beautiful day, and then I'm going to go for a walk along the beach. So I will end this video with a walk if you'd like to stay, or thanks for watching. Bye. carefully with bits of wood or compost, piled high with compost on the trailer on the back behind him. He tootles along. It's a great idea. It's not far to the beach. So this is the start of the beach township. There's quite a lot of housing around all the different streets. I do have other videos showing Foxton in the beach, in the boating club area. So if I turn left down here, that's down towards the boating club and the wharf. Beautiful area. School car. I think they take children from the high school or college out doing their driving lessons too. See many teenagers driving around. So cloudy yesterday, thick cloud, and now it's blue sky again. And I was going to say no breeze up in the town, but I can see that flag on my left we just went past. It's got it's waving around a little bit. It's always windier at the beach. But it certainly is beautiful weather. And to the left is the duck pond and the skate park where I usually go for walks. Another favourite area. It has been so warm this autumn. I can't believe it's May and how warm it is. We've had a few cold nights and cold mornings, but it is still so warm. Usually the wind's blowing off the mountains when there's snow or off Antarctica. There's not much snow around at the moment. It won't snow for quite a while. It doesn't snow here, of course. See the sea straight ahead through there. Looks beautiful. It's amazing sometimes how you live at the beach and then you don't have time to come down. So we'll go for a walk. Absolutely lovely. Oops. My window's up. Gosh, hardly anyone here. It's beautiful. We'll walk this way. I'm so lucky. I should have moved here years ago when the children were little. There was a beautiful big old villa for sale. Had 4 bedrooms, 2 lounges, a conservatory. It was absolutely lovely. Had a bit of rot and it was $93,000. And at that stage I thought, oh, that's too expensive. I should have bought it. So look, I brought my scarf with me. It's actually hanging on my bag. So it's quite handy. It's just hanging there. Look, someone's built themselves a fort. I love seeing the dogs playing, running around. Look at this fort. Great shade on a hot day. That is so awesome. Look at the size of the log. That is massive. It's all buried in the sand here. Wow. That is awesome. It's huge. I can hear the waves crashing at night from my place. Isn't it beautiful? If I get too close, they'll fly away. So of course we're allowed to drive on these beaches as long as you're nice and slow and don't run anyone over. So that's why I'm always looking behind me, because sometimes when it's windy or the waves are loud, I don't hear someone coming. So I always stop and look behind me because I'm walking in the middle of the road. And that's the other entrance up there. So I was zoomed in to get those seagulls. Isn't it beautiful? Look, there's just... Am I making any footprints? You can't even see my footprints. Hello. Hello. Thank you for coming on a walk with me. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I should have brought some crochet with me. One day I'll come down the beach and do a live. But data and stuff costs quite a lot in New Zealand. Those lovely sand dunes. Had a nice picnic up there. Oh, there's somebody up there taking a video by the Surf Life Saving Club. I can see him standing there. He's showing our beautiful beach as well. trying to show you the plane. When fixed wing planes would be out when I was a small child, it was a beautiful sound on a summer's day. Loved it. So I've got my shoes on today, so I'm not going to walk in the water. Tide's way out. Look how far it is to the dunes, and usually it's right up by the dunes. So I've got a video where I came for a walk right out to the water when it was low tide like this, and way up there I could actually see Mount Ruapehu because the snow was glinting in the sun. Oh, I can see Mount Taranaki. Oh, I just saw it. I don't think you can see it on the phone. It might get too blurry. Oh, look at it. It's got snow on it. I don't think you can see it. How amazing. I won't know what you can see until I get home. So I'm pointing right at it. How amazing is that? So Mount Taranaki over there is on the tip of Taranaki, the tip of the middle of the North Island. There's a big curve. Well, that's awesome. Oh, that's amazing. Flooring guys, what are they doing? Taking a shortcut somewhere? Maybe it's lunchtime. I don't think it's lunchtime. Maybe they're going to go fishing. Look at that dog running down the beach. He wasn't sure if I was the owner. Am I your owner? The owner's right behind me. Look at the sky. Look at the sky. Oh, amazing. There's clouds down there. The dog's happy. Hello. 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 Yeah, it looks like they're going fishing. They're getting their rods out. Too beautiful to work. Gotta go fishing. The dog's found a friend. There were dogs riding in the back of the ute. Lots more people coming out. I'm just sitting on a log. I don't want to go home. I should have bought a sandwich and I could stay all day. I've got a bottle of water. Should have bought my towel and I could have had a snooze. It's so hot. I've taken my cardigan off. I should have just worn a t-shirt. How beautiful is this? Some seaweed. Don't often get seaweed on the beach here. Usually take it home and I put it in a bucket and let it soak, and then I put the seaweed juice on my plants. That guy is having to walk a long way to catch his dog. It was playing with this one here, and the guy told it to go away, and then it ran up to a dog up there, and it's way down on the beach, way up there on the beach, running around. That dog over there playing. Then if it leaves him, he'll go up to the fisherman, and he's having to walk the long way to get his dog back. Whoops. Gone the wrong way. This camera is harder to zoom in and out. Oh, now it's gone the wrong way. I think that's the right one. It's a beautiful dog. He caught it. It's back on the lead. Dog says, I'm not ready to go home. So there's a cloud bank down over that way, and the tip of the South Island comes up along the North Island coast. So in the middle of winter, when there's lots of snow, you can see it glinting in the sun. So you can see the South Island from here, the tip of it. But look at that big cloud bank. And that's what happens when I come down to look at a sunset. You get a cloud bank, and so you can't see the sun going into the water. Well, below the horizon, into the water. The sun goes to have a bath every night. I've got a few videos several years ago, people trying to get through the sand to get out. Look how deep it is. I've seen it deeper, and they have to get towed out. Look at that tree stump. It reminds me of a lizard. See, the head on the right, tail on the left. Looks like some sort of lizard. So if you go out that entrance, you walk along the back road, past some houses, but I'll stay on the beach. And you can walk out that way through a pathway. I can hear somebody coming. Little beach buggy. Get lots of little beach buggies. So I'm walking back the other way, and that's down towards Wellington. Those are the hills down towards Wellington. And that island out there, which you can barely see, is Kapiti Island. And so these are the Tararua Ranges. Run along this side. Whoops. Did it again. The zoom keeps changing. There's a camper van with a lovely view. Looking out their window. So my back is burning. I'm wearing a long sleeve grey top. Should have worn a t-shirt. So my back is burning in the sun with this grey top on. It's just so amazing how hot it is here. Whew. Good exercise walking in. white sand. Somebody's sitting in their van. There's a little walkway down there. And the car park is just about empty. So I might come down later with Holly and give her a walk, and then I'll give her a bath. It's such a beautiful day. She can sleep on the deck and dry. And I might wash the windows of the house, and I might even wash my car. And then I've got another idea for another project to start making. I'm having trouble sticking with one project. I need to finish what I start, and I'm doing pretty good, but that crochet cardigan coat is taking a long time. There's a new building going there, and I want to start something else. I'm sure you have the same problem. I used to always just do one project, start it and finish it, and that was fine. But lately, it's like, I want to start this, I want to start that, and it's really hard behaving myself. I feel like an ice cream cone. Wouldn't that be yummy? Isn't it lucky I didn't bring any money with me? Ranges straight ahead, can you see them? The mountain range, we just call them the ranges, the Tararuas. They're huge. See how many people are fishing down at the wharf. This scarf tutorial has turned into a beach day, a beach video. Should I leave it on the end, or should I make a separate video? Look, you can really see the Tararus there. Aren't they beautiful? I'll try and zoom in for you. A few people down here. There's a caravan here. Right, I'll try and zoom in a little bit. Is that the right way? Whoops, no, it went up to the sky. No, it's not going to work. Not going to work. Not working today because I've got the phone upside down, haven't I? Where I'm sitting, it's gorgeous. Watch out, Mr. Seagull. That's the ocean out there. So this is the river mouth way out there, and this is the river. Check my phone. I think it might be upside down. There you go. It all moved and I could see the bracket up in the corner. Hope you enjoy my little field trips, going out on a nice sunny day. I certainly am so lucky to be here. Was just sitting on a seat in front of her house I just passed, and she's throwing a ball in her front yard while she's sitting in a chair for her dogs to chase. Everyone is out enjoying the sun. But actually no, not everyone. Most people are working or at school. When my children were at school, I would actually tell them some days, on a day like this, we did enjoyed this video.